Okay, we're going to show you how to make kratom the right way. I'm going to do it in steps because I ain't got nowhere to hold my camera. But you got the pills here. You got your containers here. In some videos you'll see how they'll put the bottoms in here and tops in there and shake them. Well, that's not realistic. It's not really how it works. I mean, you can do it that way, but 9 times out of 10 it doesn't work. So this is a little one that I got, and it's for making smaller amounts. And this is the big one. Now it is important to keep these, to clean them like every couple weeks. Clean them. As you can see, this one's a little dirty. It's still working though. You'll know that you'll have to clean it is when you stick a capsule in here and it starts getting stuck. That's when you make whatever batch you're going to make, and then you're going to clean this out for your next batch because you want it to dry completely before you go sticking a pill in there. If your hands are wet when you're making these pills, just dip your hand in some powder and put some powder on it, because you do not want these sticky as you're doing them. You want them to slide in and out nice and easy. And you're going to take this apart. Let's see if I could do it with one hand. That's not working out too well. I need 2 hands. You got to take this apart, put the tops in here, put the bottom in here. Once you put the tops in here, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, but let me show you really quick now. Is you're going to take that one and put it on top of here. Okay, I will be right back to show you the rest. Okay, I'm loading up the capsule tops in here and the other in here. Now you're going to notice as you're doing them, some are going to go down easy, and then as it gets a little clogged, even when they're clean, you're going to have some that don't go down. And I usually just take my fingernail and I poke them down, but the easier way to do it is to use a capsule and you just poke them down. So because when you're filling them up, you don't want them poked up. You just want to poke these suckers down and get them in, and there you go. I mean, it's not really too hard. You're just taking one capsule and putting them all down, but it makes it easier for filling, so you know how much you're filling. You don't have to worry about underfilling one or overfilling the other. And then the last one, you just pop it in a hole and stick that one down too. Okay, and then I got to pull all these out. Now sometimes when it gets clogged, you're going to pull this up and you say it's going to come off like that. Now when I do that, when the top comes off, it won't come out. I just poke that one down. I remember where it's at. It's 4 over and 4 from the bottom. So I go over here, 4 up and 4 over, and that's where I put the top. And it makes it easier. Okay, let me finish filling these and I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished filling my plates up. Now, the one way I was showing you is to take a capsule and push these down. I left these other ones up to show you another way. You can just take this off, and then you can just pat them down with your finger. You want them all to be even. So it's whatever's comfortable for you is how you're going to do it. It is not a lot, but it's time consuming a little bit. So when you do it, make sure you have a good half hour, 20 minutes to be messing with it. Just in front of the TV and put this back on and you'll be fine. Now we're going to take this, we're taking the yellow one out, and we're going to put that on top of that. You're going to be real careful as you're doing it, and it's going to slide right into place. See? And then you're going to put your medicine. This way it makes it easier to put the medicine in. Alright, I will be right back with the medicine. Okay, now I put my medicine in. I usually use the card that came with this one for scooping it out. I keep mine in a Ziploc bag, whatever I'm using, so I can keep it on my little tray here. And I just dumped like 1.5 here and 2 or 3 scoops here, depending. And you want to get them in the holes. You want to just move around and get them in the holes. Once you get them in the holes, I'm going to show you. back up. Once you get them in the holes, you're going to want to, let me move that card. Now this is the card that comes with the bigger one. And you're going to want to bang and make it go down. Can you see how it's going down? Now I do that because I like to fill my pills up. So it doesn't matter how you do it, but as you're doing it, you just want to bang like a vibration. I tried putting something that vibrates next to this on it, but I guess if they made one that vibrated, they would go down a little easier. But this isn't the only thing that you're going to do to get them in. This just helps it compact a little easier, makes it a little easier for you to get them in. And I watch all these videos of people that are showing you how to make them. They make it seem like it's so easy. It is easy, but it's not as easy as they try to make it out to be, because it's still manual labor that you're doing to make your own pills. But like I'm making kratom. I've been taking kratom for 2 years now. I have gotten my life back. No more narcotics. I can actually get out of bed in the morning, which is fantastic. And I don't have to take the kratom unless I need it. So that's the fantastic part too. Okay. If there was a little noise in the background, I apologize for that. That was my son. Anyway, so you're going to do this, but this isn't the only thing you're going to do. And then you got to come to this side, and you got to do this one also. You got to fill up. Now this one, you're not going to compact these. You're going to fill them, and then you're going to leave them. Because if you try to put too much into the caps, you're not going to get your capsules closed. So try to get a tray like I did here, and this way you're not losing your stuff. You can always round it up and scoop it up later and keep it in a safe place. Okay, now you see what I did? I filled it up, and then I take this and I just move it over to the other side, because you do not want to fill these up like I said before. Okay, now I can't hold this, but usually I just pick up this whole thing and I just scrape it into there, which I'm gonna do right now. I'll be right back. Hopefully, if my camera will work properly. Okay, no, it doesn't want to work properly. Okay, so we're just going to continue doing it the way we're doing it then. So I'm just going to keep it up. Now, being on a tray, here's the good part. Because I'm on a tray, I'm going to fill this up, and then whatever's left, I could just scoop like that. And I don't have to worry about it. Now, this is not full. So, if we take this thing, and we bang on this a little, some of them will go down, but that's it. I mean, you don't want to fill it up. So you can scrape this back into it, but you don't want to put any more into it. This is only what came out of what was already there. But it don't matter, if you lose some. That's fine. Okay, we're going to put that over there. Now, this is the other part of it. Now, what I like to do is I like to just push this down just one time. And that's it. And that's how you leave it. And then afterwards, I just take the top part very carefully. I try not to spill anything. And I'm just going to tap it on here and get it all out. And then once I do that, I grab this part and I do the same thing, but keep it at an angle and very gently. You're going to tap it to get whatever you're using, whatever natural thing you're using. And you're going to get the extra off of there. And then you put it back down. Just leave it like this. This you can stick underneath, or you could just put it aside, or you could put it back underneath, because these are done. Now this isn't done. With this, you're going to take this thing, and then you're going to start compacting it. You be real careful as you're first doing it. You don't want to crush the capsules. If it gets stuck on there, hit it a few times. It'll come off. And then as you're doing it, you're just going to keep on filling those holes. There you go. And then, well, let's do this. I like to do this sometimes, just like to smooth it out. And then I take this thing again and I do it again. And I try and, remember, very gently to get them in the holes. And then once you get them in the holes, you can press down a little bit. And then you take it out, make sure nothing's on the bottom. Put that aside, and you could do it again. Now, like I said, I like to do this. And you see how it just covers it up. And then I'll do that in a few times. And it fills the capsules nice. And then do it again. And then you see how this one isn't filled, so you want to take some and push it over there if you got one like that. And then do it again. Find the holes, and then you can press down a little bit once you find the holes. Now when you're done, you're going to scoop all this up, which is really hard because you want to put that back in. So I like to use the other one rather than this one. Open the bag. Open my Ziploc. Okay. Now this one came with the smaller one, which it's like a credit card. So I guess you could use credit cards. And I like to use these better because they scoop better with getting into them. But the other one is a little firmer. So it's good for some things. I mean, you'll get used to it as you're doing it. You'll get used to how you're doing it, how you're handling it. You decide. Just don't think it's not simple. Like, see, I have down here, I have some on my tray. I just wound up scooping that up and throwing that in there, cleaning everything off. Now, once you do this, then you got to get this. You want to tap it, get it all off, put that aside. And then we're back to scooping. You gotta scoop everything. Make sure you get as much as you can into the middle. And then scoop it up, put it back in the bag for the next use. Now oops. You see how the pills are nice and tight? I mean, the holes are nice and tight, which is a good thing. And you get as much as you can. Usually I could do both because I'll use both of them to scoop this up, but I only got one hand as I'm showing you this. And then I'll just do that to get it off. Now this got a little bit on. Let's just tap it and get some off again. Okay. Let's just scoop this off for now. Okay. If I had somebody doing this, videotaping this for me, it would make it easier, but I don't. Okay, how can I do this? Okay, I found a way. I'm going to just prop the phone up here to show you. Yeah, that's my little dog there. Anyway, you're going to take this and you're going to keep this at an angle. Keep them both at an angle. You put it where the little screws are. Is going to be your guide. And when you put it together, you want to make sure that the big pills. You want to make sure the big pills are the ones that are turning at the angle, not the little pills, because they will fall right out. You line up all the screws that are in there, and then you squish them together. Once you squish them together, then you're going to take out whatever excess powder that you have in there. Just push everything aside. You know, I mean, try to keep it as neat as you can, but trust me, making your own pills, it's not really that neat. It's a little sloppy. So you're going to get it in, you're going to squeeze it. For people like me, you don't have a lot of strength. You just do the best you can. And then you're going to take this top part and you're going to put it in the holes. on the top. You're going to press that a few times. Oh, seen you fell. Okay. You're going to press that a few times. Then you're going to push down and you're going to pull that up. And you're going to take that off. Put that to the side. Let's put that to the side. See, put the orange one down. And then just put that to the side. Once you do that, these pills are not pressed together really tight. No matter how many times I've done it, I always had to wind up pushing just a little push with your thumb. Just push them down really quick. Sometimes you'll hear it snap, sometimes you won't. Sometimes one will fly off, but that's okay. Most of them, you could just touch the top of them and you can feel it push together. And you just go through them all and push them all together. And see, it doesn't take much time to do this. So, I'm getting the rest of these. Once you got them all together, I like to take the top part that we use, and I use a little cardboard thing here that I stick in. I mean, I wish they would make a cardboard thing, but they didn't. And then I take it, I turn it like this. I squish it a few more times. Then I turn it upside down. I like to keep the hole on that side because it's leaning towards me. Once you do that, you're going to squeeze the pills out of there into this thing. Sometimes it'll be a little harder than the other. And voila, all the pills are out. All the pills are in here. I have my little kratom bottle that I use. And now my pills are together. They're full. And all I do is throw them in my bottle. And I got my kratom for a day or two, depending on how many kratoms I need, depending on the weather and what kind of pain I am. So that's how you do it. You can buy your capsules on Amazon.com. That's where I get them. You can get your kratom, any kratom website. And kratom is great for pain, anxiety, for sleep. I use it to help me sleep. I don't take any pills anymore whatsoever, other than kratom and aspirin and vitamins. And I have gotten my life back, and I hope you get your life back too. And I hope this helps y'all to learn how to make pills a little easier. When I first started, it was not easy for me to do. Let me grab this a minute. It wasn't easy for me to do. So remember, make yourself a little cardboard thing to go into this if you're using the bigger one, which I like the bigger one because you can make 100 pills at one shot. If you use the little one, you're only doing 24 pills at a shot, which sometimes I just need to make a quick 24, so it does come in handy. It's basically the same principle of with how to put the capsules in, same thing. It is not easy to do it the way others have shown, where you throw the capsule, the bombs in here and the top there and just jiggle it in. No. I mean, it might work, but I have tried it several times. It never worked for me. You have to individually put your capsules in. And this one is pretty easy too. I would recommend, if you're just starting out, start out with this. Do this. Get used to doing them with this, with pushing these down and everything. And once you're done with this, then you can graduate to the bigger one. If you want to just jump into the bigger one, go right ahead and just jump into it. Remember to clean it every couple of weeks. You want to just rinse it off with water, make it nice and clean to make it easier for the pills to go in. And good luck. And I hope this helped you all with making pills or kratom or whatever natural substance that you're going to be putting in. All right, take care.